Welcome back, part 6. I'm excited to continue the videos tonight. I'm trying to get out as many as I can just because I think it's more fun for me to try to keep it continuous, keeping my mind fresh what I'm doing and kind of where things are at in the game. Where we last left off, we had just conquered, I think, 3 or 4 cities, and it's time, I think, to do a slight gear shift back towards the plotting route. I mentioned in a video or two ago about how there's those 3 main things you want to keep doing over and over again as a Republic. 1 is build trade posts, 2 is kill people and take their stuff, and then 3 is take people's cities. So we got to go back and we got to start killing people again. So first off, let's just sort of see where we're at as far as plotting goes. Something I think a lot of people maybe make mistakes with is they go to this choose plot list and they only see a certain number here and they think, okay, well I can only plot to kill my wife, and I like my wife, and you know, I don't really want to kill her, so I guess I won't plot. Well, keep in mind you can always plot to kill people from here. Any character, anywhere in the world. So if we just decide that you know, I'm going to go down here to Oxum, and this guy looks awesome, his wife looks great, let's just look in his court and find some random person. We can kill that person. In fact, there's a very good chance we could kill this person. If any of these people actually liked us. Which we could bribe them. I mean, if we really wanted to, we could bribe them, we could kill that person, but there's really no point to it. But people we do want to kill is we might want to kill Straben, Goldsmith, Hanem, I think it is. I'm going to practice. Okay, let's see if I get this right. Goldsmith, Hanem, Gildehusen, Straben. That's what I'm going with. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So let's see how this plot looks. Now we're probably going to get a lot of supporters because we have a lot of people within our court who, yeah, just like I thought, we're going to have a lot of people who would be willing to help us kill. So we're going to go ahead and exterminate a few people. See if we can boost the rankings of our heir, just because we did get ill last video, and I'd really prefer to not lose this first election. You know, apparently what can happen is if you lose the election, there's something of a shuffle of the trade posts, and I'd just rather never have that happen. You know, just keep them all mine. So let's kill a few people. We'll finish this war. Maybe take a trade post or 2. That right-click interface is very useful for mass invites. You find the people that are willing to help, and then you just right-click, invite to plot. My co-conspirator, Mayor Hallgarir, wants to try to kill him. Temperance is a good trait. Now, even if we succeed and no one notices, that's good. If we succeed and somebody does notice, again, it doesn't really matter, because the only person that's going to like me less is going to be his family, who I'm going to murder too. So, you know, long story short, it doesn't really matter. So now his very young heir took over, and there goes that enemy. Let's move on to Straben. Go to character, plot to kill, and let's see. Once again, does anyone want to help me? My brother does. Useful man he is. So does my mother. See all these wonderful people in our court. My favorite is when you get the other patricians involved, and they literally just help you assassinate each other. They don't even realize they're next on the docket. Dear brother, I'm here to help. And next we can seize another post because we've killed that person who we plotted on before. My wife is doing a good job of spitting out babies. Look at that. 2 sons, 3 daughters. One thing you want to try to do as a patrician is you do want to try to keep your actual family tree small, because the more living males you have, the higher the cost is. You don't actually lose the money. It's just, think about it like a loan. Um, oh good, I'm no longer wanting to be gluttonous. It's a wonderful thing to lose. So we essentially gain 2 stewardship, and a lot of our people that don't like gluttony. Certain people. Yeah, this person doesn't like me because I murdered somebody. Sorry, dude. It's just part of the game. You're gonna have to roll with it. But yeah, gluttony's not something that most people like. Oh, and I figured out why. I think maybe this is the case. This is why our liege is so crazy. He's possessed. This character experiences frequent violent episodes, speaking in tongues, spitting and assaulting those nearby as if possessed by evil spirits. That's actually probably not why he's declaring so many wars. He's just seeing opportunity, but I choose to believe that it's because he's possessed. He's possessed and ambitious. And zealous. Ironically, he's also kind. So he's going to zealously, ambitiously, while speaking in tongues, treat people with kindness. Celibacy or hedonism. I think this plot, or this event, is really about, I don't have any kids and I need kids, please help me, versus I have enough kids. And so we're going to take the piety, even though celibacy is, I don't really want more kids. I've already got 2, and as a republic, you don't necessarily play your children. You play the eldest heir, which, my heir is my brother. I could say that, I want this guy to be my heir. I go to award title designated heir, but I'm not going to do that until I've murdered everyone. Now, once everyone's been murdered, then we can safely nominate the 6-year-old. But until then, this 56-year-old Straben is dangerous. I say that not as a very serious term. He's not dangerous. Not really that worried about him. We'll get another city here. Oh, my daughter needs she needs to be educated. So since she's directly related to me, she's got the big teardrop, or blood drop. I'm going to actually choose let's go by intrigue. There's a couple of different ways you can do this. Normally I'll go by rank. This works much better when you're playing a feudal position like a king or a duke. You sort by rank, so you kind of prioritize the highest, most powerful players in your realm. But in this case, since it's just mayors, I'm going to go by intrigue, and I want my marshal to like me more. This is the guy earlier, I think in like the second video, that we forced to convert. You can see the effects here. Demanded conversion. I sent him that gift. I made him High Admiral. He's got fantastic intrigue. He already likes us a lot, so let's just see if there's anybody with somewhat high intrigue that's borderline. Yeah, like, this random courtier, like, probably never going to do anything with him, but here, have my daughter. Enjoy. I only wonder, what he's going to do with her, but hopefully nothing naughty. There is some funniness involved here, like if you give your son to a priest to have him raise him, could be funny. Ooh, offer peace. Yeah, good. I'm glad you surrender. And who's next? I do want to make one more quick plug. In the very first video, I linked in the description some information about shortcuts, and like, for instance, like I don't even think about it anymore because it's just so second nature after playing with it for a while, but like if you're not used to having shortcuts for this, the action to like raise your levy is going to be, okay, well, I could do it from here, raise levy, select, merge, go back to the military, raise fleets, select, merge, embark, and it's tedious. But with that mod, it's very simple. It's a little rolling pattern that you do. I'm very used to the the grid keys from like Dota 2 or StarCraft or any of the games where you can use grid. And so with these hotkeys, it's literally Z raises the army, C raises the ships, select the army, V puts them in the ship. If you need to combine units, it's B, one more key over. So very convenient. The only key I skipped was X, which disbands. It doesn't really go in the pattern, but it makes sense to me. X for, disband. Why aren't you dead yet? Okay, good. My co-conspirator is going to kill him right now, as we speak. Another daughter. This is a very woman-dominated household. My wife needs to stop making kids. Okay, so success. This person died, but oh no, all of his little babies don't like me. How terrifying. Okay, so real quick, let's just do a like a check on the opinions. So they know that I murdered him. Most of them are fine with that. They don't seem to really care. In fact, everyone's fine with it because we play with such a diplomacy-based, let's make everyone like us type strategy. Most people just don't seem to care. Our area's too big because of that extra city. Let's check our heir, see what his maximum is. He can have 2, so I'm going to offload 1 more to him. While we capture another. And now let's move on. Let's take, I think it's Oland is here. Yeah, this is a decent. Actually, this is a terrible one. There's not even a city here, so he's getting like nothing from it. We can put it to much better use for the sake of the Republic. That might be enough. I wasn't really paying attention. So still to do in this video is probably still 1 or 2 trade posts. I want to finish this war. And yeah, still, this is so funny to me. 1% plot power, you're not very good at that. My mother is not willing to help. Why not? You like him. That's strange. Okay, so because we've been caught a couple times, we're not going to be able to get 150%. So I'm going to go ahead and initiate it with just 100. Again, the range here is you need at least 75. 75 to 100 gets you the ability to do it, but it costs money. You have to bribe the post. 100 to 150 lets you do it without bribing, but we might get into a bidding war. I hope we don't, so I really don't want to spend money on that right now. And shoot. So they just spent 300 gold to bribe Okay, so it seems the coffers run deep. They have offered enough bribes to the merchant leaders of the trade post to ensure their continued loyalty. We're not going to pay 300 gold for that. But, just by doing the plot, we've cost him 300 gold, which, I guess that's good. Have another daughter to sell. Educate. Yeah, sure, you. Now, and I think this might be a mistake, but, we just lost that plot, but we can just do it again. So, yeah, I don't know. It feels gamey, but I'm going to do it, because, again, if they didn't want us to do it, this shouldn't be in the game. That's my story. So we'll just do it again, and then we'll win this time, and, he has no money, so... Okay, the mayor likes us, he likes us better. Okay, round 2. Now I don't think they can do it again because they have no money. They're negative. Negative 130. No. Fine. So he lost money again. That's fine. Surprise, surprise. I'm just going to do it again. You will give me the trade post. You will give it over. Now. Yeah, again, it just feels kind of gamey because even if they did limit my ability to do this plot, I could just plot to kill him and then do it on his heir. So, okay, what's the bishop trying to do? Wants to kill my father. Yeah, I'd rather you don't. So, we'll just end plot. I don't usually like to imprison people because he's the bishop. If I imprison him, or, yeah, he's the bishop of Roma. If I imprison him, he's going to like me less and just pay me less money. Or give me less levy. It's just, nah. Goodness. 3 times in a row. Okay, 4th time is the charm. If this doesn't work, I will change pace. I'm gonna try something else. I'll murder him. Stay strong, less fertility, less babies. Trade post is ours. Come on, give it to us. Give it up. Okay. Yeah. Are you actually... Yeah, he's still spending money on it. Like, he's got negative 600 gold. I don't even know... Okay, you're obviously too dumb. I'm gonna have to just murder you. Get those same people involved. And let's see if murdering him first ends up resolving that plot in a different way. Meanwhile, you know, we're just letting those mercenaries do their thing. We could start upgrading our family holding to try to get those extra stats. I'm not going to do that quite yet because when you play on the harder difficulty setting, the opportunity cost of those upgrades is slightly skewed. Like, if I spend my money on that and the AI spends their money on the same thing, they're going to win in the long run because they get a 50% increase in income. So I've got to kind of make my money work harder than just flat upgrades. Like these big trade zones. My trade zone continues to grow, now giving 67% increased income to all my trade posts and 34% to the cities within my zone. Got another city. Demons is too big. I'm just going to create a random courtier. I don't want to give it to anyone in the realm because then it's just... I don't want to do that. I might have to take it back later. Next up is you. Let's see which city is better. Wow, you were building a new castle. That's surprising. How on earth did you afford that? Okay, this guy's got a little bit more of an army than the previous. We're not going to land. Oh, that little frame rate drop there. Sorry about that. Not going to land right there. We're going to land here, and then we're going to walk our way over. He actually got enough shipping left. and try to take mine. You know what? Yeah, that's interesting strategy. We're stranded. Oh well, you take over mine, I'll take over yours. And our liege needs to end his war. Now, by now, if we really wanted to, if we wanted to continue the abusive rolling of mercenaries, we could just hire 2 or 3 more mercenary groups, and then just never stop doing this. Like literally, the entire time you play the game, just keep doing it. I'm not going to do that. He's going to siege a little bit quicker than we are because he's just going on a city, and we're going on a castle. Now, the mechanics behind it is that when you siege, you take the base income of whatever holding you're sieging. So our base is 17.2. So we will lose 17.2 gold when we lose this city. And he's going to gain some war score. And we're actually going to lose our ships, too. He's going to destroy them. No, I don't care about religious flexibility. I suppose we don't need to worry about rebels anymore. Yeah, you should be training troops now. Thanks, Pope. The Pope continues to just lavish us with money. That's wonderful. That's more times than I've had that at the beginning of a game than I've had before. Okay, let's real quick do one last thing. He's mad at me for being... he's ambitious. Well, I've got a few things to kind of figure out before we continue on. I am going to wrap this video up, and I hope you're enjoying the videos. Thank you for subscribing if you have. Please continue to do that if you're new to the show or new to the video. I do like comments. If you could comment on the video or the playlist or on the channel, just to let me know what your thoughts are, I'd appreciate it. And I look forward to playing more, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.